Yes. I hope my voice is okay. Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me now? Just are you okay? Just good evening, everyone. My name is Shimon. If I'm seeing you before, the JIVAMUKTI class today. Okay, so just anything like I should know before the class. Injury, pregnancy, just anything. Just use chat box. And just feel free to just any props, maybe like 2 bricks might be useful. Or bolster for the beginning. Maybe like we start to sit. Okay. Maybe you can use the bolster. Slightly sit higher. Okay, just like comfortable seated pose to start. I'm using the bolster. So if you feel comfortable, just slowly close your eyes. Focus on tip of the nose, gaze inward. So this month, actually last day of this month, so the theme of JIVAMUKTI practice is self-inquiry. So first, like focusing on your breath. And just scan your condition from top to the bottom, like emotionally, mentally, and physically. Just like let's learn to observe ourselves by sitting still and to share silence. The hands on top of the thigh, just any mudra in the center. And just like slowly keep breathing. The collarbone nice and smile. Okay. Face relax, like Shavasana face. It's like spine relax, but try to keep sit or placing your sitting bone down, crown and head lift up. And so once there, just like let's be still, to be present on the mat. Inhalation, exhalation slightly deeper, slightly longer. Okay, and we start just like chanting one Om, and it's called Gayatri mantra, simply like highest mantra, like most like supreme mantra. So like let's chanting this. Okay, so hands in prayer. And we start one Om, breathing. And breathe out through the mouth. Inhale. Okay, and we start Gayatri mantra. If you never done like chanting, just try to first listen, just read like 3 times, and then just like pick up like some word probably, or just like melody. Just like keep breathing, okay? First maybe like listen. Om bu bu bahasaba tad Tatsavetu Varenya Vago Devasya Dimahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. Two more times. Om Bhuvahasava Tatsavetu Varenya Vago Devasya Dimahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. Repeat. Om Bhuvahasava Tatsavetu Varenya Vago Devasya Dimahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. One more together, please. And slowly open eyes and we start all fours. Your hands and knees, the hands shoulder apart and the knees hips apart. Just make sure like nothing around your mat except the props. Okay. Good. Like first like cat and cow, just like take your own time. Just try to just like one promise like led by your pelvis. Okay. Inhale and then chest up. And exhale. From your pelvis around your back. Just like try to a couple of times. And exhale round. Good, and then just like a couple of times like do it, like maybe like 5 times. And just I just read the nice like mantra. I think one of the JIVAMUKTI's like senior teachers like the interpretation of the Gayatri mantra. Just listen like earth, space, and heavens. We meditate on the divine light of the radiant source, and may that inspire our hearts and our thought. Okay, it's like a one more. You can come in here and exhale round. And in here, slowly come back to natural tabletop. Try to like tuck toes, okay, to be more stable. The classic one, just right leg lengthen, press down like each of the toes, and right leg straight. Okay, and slowly lift up your right leg, like hips height, so keep hips square. Just like Mudra Bandha engage, like squeeze your gluteus. Okay, and slowly just left fingertips forward. Okay, and the left arms up to shoulder height, and like palms in. Okay, one breath inhale. And exhale, bend left knee and the left elbow and the right knee to touch. Keep just rounding your back and inhale, lengthen the spine, left arms, right leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Just like a notice, like small, like this, just changing the distribution of your weight on the right hand and the left knee. But keep it stable with your breath. And exhale round. Good, and inhale, lengthen. Good, and exhale, left hand down. Keep your right leg lift up. Slightly shift the weight on the left hand and the left knee. It's quite challenging. Your right fingertips a little bit forward. And try to your right arms. Maybe like lift up, just like 1 second, 2 seconds. And exhale, slowly both hands down. Okay. And keep your right hip square and slowly your right leg to the right side. And slowly just outside your right foot down. So keep nice inner arch your right foot. And inhale, spine lengthen. And exhale, slowly just walk your hands forward and chest closer towards the mat. Maybe like forehead down or chin down if you can. or use the props to your forehead onto something. Okay, stay there. Keep think like a warrior to your feet, your foot, your right foot. So outside your right foot down. One more breath in here. And exhale, slowly walk your hands back. And the right leg lift up to the right side. And slowly right leg back, bend right knee, and come back to all fours. Okay? And the left leg lengthen other side. And take your own time to lift up your left leg. Keep your left outer hip down, inner left hip lift up. And slowly walk your right fingertips forward, and the right arm up to like your right fingertips to your left heel. It's make it one line. Okay. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, bend right elbow, left knee to touch round your back. Inhale, lengthen. Palms in. Okay, exhale, bend. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. You can just feel free to use your breath. Contract the back of your throat, make it audible your breath. Exhale, bend. Okay, and inhale, lengthen. And the right hand down, challenging. Right hand and the right knee onto the mat. And slowly your left fingertips forward, left arm up. But try not to open your left hip, it's tempting. So left hips down and left fingertips forward. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, left hand down and keep your left hip. Try not to lift up, okay? And left leg lengthen to the left side. And slowly sole left foot down to the left side. Keep your left leg lengthened. Good. And inhale. Exhale, walk your hands forward. So back bending and your left hamstring stretch. So you can cut and multitasking in the beginning. Slightly engage out edge your left foot down. And just left foot in arch to make one more breath in here. And exhale, slowly walk your hands back. And the left leg lift up to the left side. Keep your hips square on the left leg. Back. And the left knee down. Tuck back toes. Keep bending knees and lift up the hips higher. Try to draw your chest over your thigh. So make sure feet hips apart or slightly wider if you need. And slowly lift up the heels, legs lengthen, and slowly heels closer to the mat. And the first Ardha Shivanasana. Now stay there. Steady breath. So open your armpit. Spread the finger nice and wide. Keep your spine lengthened rather than like arching towards the mat, okay? 2 more breaths. Exhale, 1. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, and slowly move your torso forward to be parallel to the floor, plank pose, back your neck lengthen. Exhale, bending knees, draw your hips back and downward facing dog. Okay, and inhale forward to plank pose. Exhale, knee onto the mat and hold front of the body onto the mat. Okay, and hand on the shoulder, elbows in. Okay, and inhale, slowly peel out your head and your chest. Okay, and slightly lift up higher and look over your right shoulder. And exhale, grounding down, forehead down, elbows in. Okay, one more inhale, lift up. Use your back muscle rather than your hands pressing down. Okay, and look over left shoulder. Exhale, slowly forehead down. Good, and inhale. Slowly come up, lower cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, bend knee, child's pose. We meet downward facing dog. Slowly walk your feet forward. Just if you can just tip your toes to walk. So more like shift the weight onto your hands, like shoulder over your wrist. And slowly each sole of the feet down onto the mat. Dangling crab, opposite elbow. And then to exhale, shoulder completely relax. Just lean on the gravity. Maybe change opposite, forearms forward. And slowly release, hands onto your hips, through your feet to come up. Good, and we meet Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet together or feet hips apart, your choice. Close your eyes. So like hugging your hips each other. But still try to let the spine relax during the practice. So not like squeezing, but still like your gluteus is engaging to in. Okay, the palms facing forward. And exhale. Good, and inhale, palms touch shoulder. My head is like cut off. Arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge your hips, hands down, but try not to lay on your heels, okay? And fold forward. If you need, just use your bricks. Inhale, hands on your shin and chest up. Exhale, hands down, and then step right foot back, and then left foot back. To hold plank pose. One breath. Good, one more, breathing. Exhale, now knee onto the mat. Good, and chest, chin onto the mat, elbows in. Good, just look forward and slide your chest forward. And point your feet to lower cobra. Exhale, child's pose, tuck toes, bend knees. Like conscious child's pose, active child's pose, and slowly lift up the hips to downward facing dog. Just 3 breaths. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Try to like shoulder blades separate each other and outer upper arms externally rotate. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bending knees, look front, right foot forward, and left foot meet right foot, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, through your feet to rise up. Good, and exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. 1 more, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, fold forward, Uttanasana. You can bend your knees if you need. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, hands down, left foot back, and right foot back, hold it. But keep breathing. Try not sagging your hips, okay? So keep it one line, heels towards the crown of the head, diagonal line. 1 more breath. And exhale, if you can, just knee onto the mat or knee off the mat, and press up, lower chaturanga. Okay, and inhale, if you can, just upward facing dog, pressing down the front of the feet and lift up the thigh. Okay, and exhale, we meet downward facing dog. Exhale, 1. Stay there, inhale. Exhale, 2. Just simple mantra, inhale, let. Exhale, go, just noticing everything, about good thing, bad things, impermanent, okay? Bending knees, look front, step left foot forward with your hands, maybe 1 step or 2 step. Exhale, feather landing your right foot together, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, palms touch. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose, like represent mountain you've ever met. So still steady and comfortable. Sukha. Okay, and then nice like bending knees and hook your thumb, reach up, standing tall, and then arch back. Exhale, swing arms back, interlace fingers, and extend your legs, extend arms. Exhale, release hands onto the mat, step right foot back, and the left foot joint to downward facing dog, lift up the hips. 2 vinyasa, inhale forward to plank pose. Your choice, knee onto the mat or straight lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. If it's upward facing dog, try to your arms vertical to exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale forward to plank pose. Exhale, knee, chest, chin onto the mat. Slide forward to Bhujangasana. Everything like vinyasa krama, like series, like succession of the movement. And the downward facing dog. Good, and inhale, step right foot forward. Now just stay there. Low level lunge. Okay, slightly like a walk your hands forward or fingertips, or use your brick and shift your weight front foot. Lift up your left leg. Maybe like parallel to the floor is enough, or slightly higher if you can keep your hips square, standing straight. Exhale. Okay. And exhale. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly just your left toes to touch tippy toes. And slowly release your hands in prayer towards the chest. Slightly like a strengthen your right quadriceps. Okay, one more breath. Inhale, just slightly look forward. And exhale, bending both knees. Try to draw your left knee behind your right calf muscle. And then lengthen to touch your left toes. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen 3 more times. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. 2. And the last one. Good. And slowly shift the weight forward and lift up your left leg and both legs straight. Your toes on the left leg parallel to the floor. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, try to just open your arms and use your brick or fingertips. Left hand on the left hip and open your left hip more a little bit. And the left arm up, or keep your left hands on the left hips. Flex your left foot. One more breath. 4 corners of your right foot down to the mat. Good. And exhale, both fingertips down. Slowly draw your left knee towards your chest to come up. Keep your hip level same on your left leg, lengthen forward, point your left foot. Good. And stay there. Keep your toes on your head. It's make it y-axis. One more breath. Okay? Slightly higher your left leg. And exhale, left foot meet right foot. And then Tadasana. Good, other side. Foot your thumb reach up. Maybe like the other thumb on top. Arch back. Exhale. Everything soften. Interlace fingers. Fold forward. Inhale, slowly release hands onto the mat. Step left foot back. And exhale, right foot join downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga knee onto the mat if you need. Good, and exhale to downward facing dog. One more, inhale forward to plank pose. Exhale, knee, chest, chin onto the mat. Slide forward to Bhujangasana. Tuck toes, bend knees, child's pose. And lift up the hips to downward facing dog. Good, and inhale, step left foot forward. Stay there. Good, now shift the weight on the left foot. Keep your left inner thigh engaged. And the right leg lift up. Feel free to use your brick or books. And the right leg parallel to the floor or right leg to the ceiling. But keep your hips square. One more breath in here. And exhale. Slowly your left tippy toes down. And hands in prayer. Keep your left legs like everything like engaging, okay? From here, just slightly gaze forward and exhale. Draw your right knee towards the behind the left calf muscle. And inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend. To touch. Lengthen. 3 more times. 2. And 1. Good, and slowly your front leg lengthen, right leg lift up to warrior 3. So first, like your hip square, your outer edge of your right hip down. Good. Maybe your right hand on the right hips first, and left fingertips down onto the ground, onto the brick. Good. And slowly your right hip open, and then right arm up. The half moon pose. Flex your right foot to kick back. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, both fingertips down, soften your knees, draw your right knee to the chest to come up. Okay, stay there, just gaze forward, drishti. And exhale, your right leg lengthen, point your right foot. Are you breathing? One more breath, inhale, slightly higher your right leg. Exhale, right foot meet left foot, and arms release to Tadasana. Good. Nice. Okay. Just go back to your breath. Start like sacrum, push forward, and the quadricep push back, so like receiving the prana of your sacrum, push forward, and then push back your thigh, front thigh. One more breath. And exhale, bending knees deeper. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands down, fold forward. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, hands down, step back or jump back. One vinyasa. Exhale. If it's too much, just downward facing dog to wait. Good, inhale, step right foot forward, left heel down. Warrior 1, come up. Right hip back, left hip forward. Just like lower abdomen, lift up. Chest up. Good, and exhale, hands down. Frame your front foot, back heel off the mat. Right foot back. And then lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Or lower cobra. We meet downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right heel down. Warrior 1, come up through your feet. Exhale, hands down, left foot back, lower Ashtanga 1, exhalation. Good, and then downward facing dog. 2, exhale. Good, stay there. Exhale 1. Anytime just feel free to your exhalation through the mouth, okay? It's a big sign here. Exhale. Good, last one here. Exhale, bending knees, look front, jump forward, step forward, feet together. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Good, and inhale, bending knee, chair pose, Uttanasana, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands in prayer towards the chest, twist towards the right side, foot your left elbow. Keep your knees one line. Twist from your navel. Good, and inhale, come back, chair pose, Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down, hands to the chest and twist towards the left side. Good, and inhale, come back, arms up. Exhale, hands down, slide your feet back. So first, Bakasana, so crow pose from here, okay? If it's too much, maybe like Malasana, okay? Feet, hips, mat apart, and toes out, heels in, and squatting, okay? Otherwise, just try to spread the fingers nice and wide, heel over, hands down. And then press down each knee onto each upper arm or each elbow and shift the weight onto your hands. Keep looking at forward, okay, to the ground. You have like feel fear, maybe like use your brick in front and then your forehead onto the brick. Okay? So slightly like you must feel your feet lighter. One more breath. Exhale, step back or jump, shoot back. if you can, and then lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. We meet downward facing dog. And inhale, step right foot forward, left heel down, warrior one, come up. Exhale, warrior two. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, right forearm on the right side, pressing each other. Left arm, sweep over, one breath. Exhale, hands down, right foot back, maybe the three-leg chaturanga. Good, and exhale to downward facing dog. One more left foot forward, right heel down, warrior one, come up. And exhale, open arms to warrior two. Good, inhale, stay there. Exhale, left forearm on the left side, right arm on the right here. Make it like one line. Your right outer edge of the foot to your right fingertips. Exhale, hands down, left foot back. Maybe a three-leg chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And we meet downward facing dog. And stay there. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, bending knees, look front, jump forward, or step forward, feet together. And fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, bending knee, chair pose, Uttanasana. Stay there now, okay. You slowly shift your weight onto your toes, so if you can you lift up your heels. And slowly interlace fingers and palms forward, draw your hips back. And the chest toward your thigh. And slowly lower your sitting bone towards the heels. So if you can just lift up your heels and arms vertical, builds in. Try to make your wrist as compact as possible. And inhale, slowly press down your each toes and come up. Lift up your heels. Release your hands. Flex your hands towards the ceiling. And exhale, slowly heels down and arms down. Good, the Tadasana. How are you feeling? Okay. Good. And then inhale now to redo like Vikshasana, okay? Triples. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Good, and then left foot. Lift up your left knee, your hips height. And like open your left hip without using your hands. And finally your left ankle onto your right thigh. So I'm not mirroring you today, okay? Stay there. Just like facing forward, the shorter edge of your mat. Okay, hands in prayer. Well, if you're interested in the mudra, it's called the fearless mudra, okay? So try to like a right wrist on top of your left wrist. Maybe let's do like first like release your hand, release your legs, okay, like feet down, and the right wrist on top of your left wrist to cross, and try to index finger to touch, middle finger to touch. Just leave ring finger and try to little finger to touch, and slowly your ring finger and your thumb to touch. Okay, stay there. Yeah, so now you cannot use your arms. That's nice challenging. Okay, slowly lift up your left knee and try to left, solve the left foot on the right side or right calf muscle. This is quite wobbly. Okay. So is your heart fearless? Just like asking yourself. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, slowly left knee close. Release your hands. And the warrior three, left leg kick back. And smoothly left hip open. If you need, just left hand onto your left hip. And the right fingertips down. Do one more time to Ardha Chandrasana. Flex your left foot. Breathe in. Good, and slowly bending your front knee. And warrior two, one breath. Good, and slowly inhale, both leg lengthen, and the front toes in. So now facing the longer edge of your mat. Good, slowly just toes in, heels out, hands on the hips, inhale, chest up. Exhale, bow down forward. If you notice the crown of head pointing toward the ground, just slowly release your hands. Maybe like walk your hands back if you can. So your fingertips and toes make it one line. You can check yourself to look, okay? And slowly bending elbow and slowly just elbow closer to each other. And same like Uttanasana, like shoulder completely relax. One more breath in here. Just feel free to tripod headstand if you want to. If it's tripod headstand, just slowly come down and just everyone just hands onto your hips to come up. Good. So now it's more like a conscious though. It's not so like sequential, okay? So slowly just your right hip open. So try not to right foot on the right knee, okay? Right hip open. So your right toes pointing, short edge of your mat. Good. And inhale, just arms lengthen. And exhale, bending your front knee to warrior two. Good, stay there. Exhale, one. Just like track your knee above ankle. Maybe like tend to like your knees like above, like beyond your heels. So try to change the distance, like longer maybe, if you go deeper. Lips in, just tailbone down to exhale. Just gaze your middle finger, not like me. And your hands engaged, like fingertips to cross. Finger cross, yeah, not spread. Okay, once you find stability, try to like meditate, okay? So like concentration and meditation and enlightenment, okay? 3 steps. One more breath. And exhale, slowly front leg lengthen. Slightly like a back foot in, a couple of inches probably. And the left hip back, right arm reach forward. And slowly your right hand onto your right shin. Okay. Maybe like palms touch first. And try to like draw your right arms, left shoulder, and the left arm up. Triangle pose. Stay there. Exhale, one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Like both of your side of necks lengthen to the forward. Okay. And if you have more space, try to turn your chest towards the ceiling. Look at the top hand, drishti. One more breath in here. And exhale, soften your front knee and through your back foot to come up. Okay, and exhale, inhale, both leg lengthen and exhale to warrior two. Just arrange the distance between your feet. Okay, one more breath, inhale. And exhale, right fingertips or right hand outside the right foot. Use your bricks. It's nice to like make space your right ribcage on the right thigh. To make space, okay, and the left arm over your left ear. If you can just drishti, gaze, top hand, right knee push back, your right buttock cheek push forward to the left side. And as if like one line, your outer your back foot to your left fingertips. 2 more breaths. Exhale, one. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep your bending your front knee as it is. And slowly come up to warrior two. Okay, and inhale slowly front leg lengthen. Okay, we don't do vinyasa today, okay? And slowly like front toes in. So let's go other side. So left hips, okay, not toes or not knees, okay, from your hip socket to open. So other side. So now your left toes, shoulder edge of the mat, to facing, okay, and the arms up to shoulder height, lengthen. Exhale, slowly bending your front knee to Virasana 2. First, gazing towards the side, okay, and slowly just both sitting bone equally down, exhale. Once you find the limitation to bending your front knee, and slowly gaze towards your front middle finger, your left middle finger. Trying to lean forward, okay. If that's happened, just your torso keep back. Just imagine someone putting your back hand. Like this, yeah. 2 more breaths to stay. Exhale, one last one, slightly bending deeper to be parallel your front side. And exhale, good. Inhale, both leg lengthen, slightly heel to in your back foot. Good, and then right hip back. Left arm reach forward, and left fingertips gently touch. And the right arm up to the ceiling. If you feel it, if you want to complete your triangle, maybe your left hands down the back of the left leg. Otherwise, your left fingertips just light at the touch. No tension of your necks, just crown your head still pointing towards forward. Last breath, inhale. And exhale, soften your front knee, your left knee to come up. Both legs lengthen to exhale to warrior 2. Good, bend deeper your left knee if you can. One more breath, inhale, stay there. Exhale, left fingertips outside of your left foot. Use your blick, feel free, and the right arm over your right ear. If you're sounding like exhalation, your rib cage may slightly longer between your outer edge of your back foot, your right fingertips. So try to literally extend the side angle. Okay, Utthita, Padma. Good. 2 more breaths. Left knee push back. Left buttock cheek push forward. If you can just gaze top hand, 1 more breath, inhale, nice. And exhale, keep your bending your front knee to come up to warrior 2. And slowly both legs lengthen, and then hands onto your hips. Just slightly left toes out, and flex your right foot, and skandasana, bending your left knee. Good, and inhale, slowly come up. If you need a fingertips forward to touch the floor, exhale, bend, flex your left foot. Inhale, lengthen. Good, 1 more. Good, and inhale to the center, and exhale, hands frame your right foot, and 1 vinyasa. Exhale, and inhale, upward facing dog. And we meet downward facing dog. Bending knees, look front, jump forward, a step forward, and fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up. Good, and exhale, we meet Tadasana, front of the mat. Good, nice, much more. If you can manage this mudra, it's challenging because nice hard. Left wrist, weird side probably. So left wrist on top of your right wrist. To cross. Good, and slowly your index finger, middle finger, and your little finger to touch. It's so hard to other side. And your ring finger and your thumb to touch, and stay there. Tadasana, still. So the collarbone, like make it smile. You shift the weight onto the left foot and the right knee lift up. And try to, without using your hands because of the mudra, you solve the right foot onto your right thigh or right calf muscle to triples. You gaze forward, okay? One more breath in here. Exhale, close your right knee and slowly your right leg. Kick back, release your hands. First make hip square and slowly left fingertips to the floor, right hand on the right hip. One more half moon pose. So open your right hip, maybe your right hand on to keep your right hips or like right arm reach up. Flex your right foot. Maybe you can slightly longer your right leg lengthen. So straighter than you thought. Okay, one more breath in here. Exhale, bending your front knee with control to warrior 2. Left foot forward, right foot back. Okay, stay there. And inhale, both legs lengthen, hands onto your hips, and the left toes in. Now other side with a longer mat to face in. Okay, hands onto your hips. Stay there. Try to like stay and push forward, same like Tadasana. And release your hands, maybe like grab your opposite elbow, or hands like reverse prayer. Reverse namaste. Okay. Try to like pressing down your little finger onto your spine and open your elbows. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, bow down forward. Keep shifting your weight onto your toes, not your heels, okay? Crown of head pointing toward the ground. Slightly tuck your chin in. Maybe you can look at the ceiling through your legs, okay? One more breath in here. And exhale, slowly just release your hands only and the interlace fingers. Extend arms to the ceiling. Or maybe like arm over your head. Try to your shoulder away from the ear. If you want more engage, maybe like the heel of your hands to touch. And exhale, chin towards your chest. One more breath. And exhale, slowly release hands onto the mat. Yeah, I'm just like facing you, okay? So try to use fingertips to the top edge of the mat. And the feet together. And your heels other side of the long edge of your mat. Like this. If it's hard to like reach your hands, maybe please use your brick, feel free. Or book. Like same height, okay? Okay, just remember we did in the beginning, okay? From here, just keep your hips square, okay? And slowly shift the weight onto your hands on the left foot and the right leg. Lift up. Flex your right foot. And stay there. So not forward, not so much people are looking. Many people to go to right back, okay? Try to keep exactly right side. So Mark improve the sense of our like geometric sense. One more breath in here. And exhale, slowly right foot come back. Okay, and it's like bending your right knee. So try to like knees one line, okay? So we normally, this one is kind of like option after the half moon pose. But let's more like accessible, like first like knee together. And slowly shift the weight onto left foot and left hand. Right hand release. And catch your inner edge of your right foot. So keep your knee closer. So probably like most of them are accessible, this one. But feel free to use your strap. And exhale, slowly try to open your right hip. If you can just slightly like a right foot kick back through your right hand. It's Chapasana, like sugarcane pose. One more breath in here. You can more like a back bending. And exhale, slowly release. Good. Maybe shake your legs. Good, and then other side. Okay. Hands onto your leg, hands onto your bricks, hands onto your floor. Good, and shift the weight onto your both hands and the right foot and the left leg. Lift up to the left side. Like find like a suitable height, maybe your bricks. Stay there, flex your left foot. Slightly gaze forward towards the ground, back the neck lengthen. One more breath. And exhale, slowly release. Last one, okay? Inhale. Exhale, bend left knee together first. Slowly shift the weight onto your right hand and right foot. Release your left hand, catch in edge of your left foot. First, like knee closer and slowly open your left hip. Stay there. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Shake your legs. Shake your head. Get on the hands onto your hips and slowly come up to Tadasana, facing towards the short edge of your mat. And try to conscious to simply walk towards the front of the mat. So gaze forward, one point to gaze to fix. And Tadasana. Okay, arms up to the ceiling, gaze forward. Lift up the heels, hands in prayer, slowly bending your front knee to deeper, to descending. Keep your torso and head upright. Good. And if you can try to challenge the Murabandha from here, okay? Slowly just open your knees until be seated. And then inhale, arms lengthen forward, come up, like chair pose. And inhale, slowly bending your knees to be seated, your legs lengthen, and just remove the flesh of the buttock. Good, and the arms up to your shoulder height. Good, and exhale, slowly just walk your fingertips forward, keep your lower back lengthened, flex your feet, Paschimottanasana. It's evening class, so if you want more like grounding down, maybe like use your bolster or brick to your forehead. To like touch something, okay? Keep shoulder away from the ear. If it's easy to reach your finger, your feet, just try to like bending elbow to the side, okay? Stay there. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. So slowly come up, walk your hands back. Good. Just a little bit like twisting. We don't much enough today, okay? Slowly like bending your right knee. Good. And then start like one foot. Just make space between right foot and the left side. And inhale, right hand behind the left arm up. And exhale, bending your left elbow out edge your right knee. And inhale, sit tall. And exhale to twist. So maybe like right fingertips down is better rather than right palm. So keep space to sit tall. Just feel free to bind, okay? So if you never bind, just try to think like how your elbow is like bending. So if I keep this, it's never to be binded. So you have to like internally rotate your shoulder. And slowly just wrapping your left shin and catch your fingertips behind. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Flex your left foot. Inhale, slowly come back. And then other side. Bending your left knee. Keep just one foot between your left foot and the right thigh. First, like sit tall. Left fingertips behind, right arms up. Exhale to twist to the left hand side. Hook your right elbow out of your left thigh. Chin mudra. Your thumb, index finger to make a circle. To represent supreme being, and then the big self, like together. Okay, one more breath in here. And exhale to twist deeper from your navel. Okay, and inhale, slowly come back. Legs lengthen, arms up to the shoulder height. Exhale, slowly your lower back, middle back, upper back. There's just like one inversion, okay? Shoulder stand. Or if you want to demonstrate your head stand and you have strong practice, feel free to do that. So first, make like Viparita Karani. Legs up and feet flex. Or shoulder stand. So arms down and then lift up. Your hips. Maybe toes down, behind. Support your lower back by heel of your hands. Palms to touch your lower back. And just take your own time to come up. Try not to look at the screen like me, okay? Once you come up. Just stay there. Shoulders down. So one more time, just I read the beautiful interpretation of the Gayatri Mantra by Mangalama, the JIVAMUKTI teacher, like Sanskrit teacher. I remember she taught me how to write Sanskrit. Look, earth, space, heavens. We meditate on the divine light of the radiant source, and may that inspire our hearts and thoughts. Stay there, be still, okay? Shoulders down, vertical, and your head stand, Shirshasana. If it's shoulder stand, try to like walk your hands towards middle back, elbows in, so slightly more like vertical, your shoulder, your hips, knees, your ankle, your toes, to make it one line. 3 more breaths. Exhale 1. And then just stay there. Exhale 2. 1 more breathing. And with that shoulder stand, people flex your feet and toes behind your head. Headstand, maybe like piking, your legs lower, keep your legs straight, and make it 90 degrees. Maybe a couple of breaths, stay there, and slowly go back to child's pose. Shoulder stand, people. Maybe if it's toes down to the mat, let arms lengthen. If it's not touched, bending knees, keep. Support your lower back onto your hands. Viparita Karani, stay there, okay? Like sitting bone down and lift up your legs, okay? And exhale. Slowly, just everyone to join the fish pose. Arms down, legs in front, to straight heels down. If it's JIVAMUKTI practice, like palms up and lift up your head on your chest. And slowly crown your head down onto the mat. Arms, palms up to the ceiling. And the dragon breath, 3 breaths, inhale through the nose. Exhale, stick your tongue out. Good. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Use simple mantra. Inhale, soul. Exhale, hand. Meaning like I am that. Like I am like more than who I am today. Yeah, the meaning. And inhale, slowly lift up your head and chest. And then come down. Just like 1 more before Shavasana. Your choice, maybe like a bending knees, hugging knees to twist one side and the other side. happy be outer edge of your each foot to grab, and then your elbow, your knee closer towards the armpit, or inner, feel free, or like find the difference. Or back bending, okay, like shoulder feet down, feet hips apart, toes pointing forward, and inhale, lift up the lower back, middle back, upper back. Feel free to hands down behind, maybe who will. 5 breaths, stay there. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Just if it's back, then stay there. If it's like a twisting, just other side. Do 2 more breaths, stay there. Exhale 4. Last one, inhale. Exhale 5. Full weight, tuck your chin towards the chest without twisting. Slowly come down, upper back, middle back, lower back. Halfway, release your hands if it's interest, and upper back, middle back, lower back. And back when people hugging your knee towards the chest, okay? If it's twisting, just slowly come back to the center. Happy baby, slow, just release your hands. And exhale, lengthen your legs, each foot, each corner on the mat, palms up to the ceiling, and we meet Shavasana. Okay, stay there. Feel free to mute the sound to stay longer, Shavasana. If you want to finish with us, just slowly start tiny movement with your fingertips, with your toes. Move your neck side to side. It's like a rediscover the shape of your skull. Maybe slightly changing. Get your arms up to the over your head, interlace fingers. Big stretch, legs in, and slowly release, hug your knee towards the chest, send gratitude to your body, and roll down one side. And take your own time to one hand, come down to the mat slowly, up, keep closing eyes, and take any comfortable seated pose. Feel free to use the bolster if you have. Good, and we finish chanting, same thing like Gayatri mantra, okay? So hands in prayer, close your eyes. Okay, let's do 2. So first maybe you can listen, and one more, okay? Om Bhuvahasava Tatsavetu Varenyam Bhago Devasya Dimahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. One more together. Om Bhuvahasava Tatsavetu Varenyam Bhago Devasya Dimahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. Slowly like place your thumb between your eyebrow. And just notice like you are to practice, your practice is like outside the mat. So this is just like for preparation to make ourselves more stable and comfortable. forward. Send silent gratitude to everyone. Practice together and share the breath. And inhale slowly, come up, head last. Thanks so much for coming, your time, your energy. I can feel that if I have, even if I cannot see you. So just any message if you need, okay? Send a message they use in the chat box. Any private message if you want to. Any question, okay? I'll just like stay a couple of minutes, okay? So thank you so much. I think the next week will be my last YouTube class probably. And I'm going to be training, okay? So maybe just please come next Wednesday, 6:15.